man. Yesterday, the day before, HX, DWC yesterday, DWAC today. I tell you, man, I won't go on the mindset rant like I did yesterday, but what an incredible time to be alive. What an incredible amount of opportunity. And one of these days, I'll remember to grab this microphone. But welcome back, everyone. I hope you had an amazing day. I hope your yesterday was just as amazing and incredible. And I don't even know, I'm lacking adjectives of how amazing the last couple of days have been. Hey, it was rough, but then we get an afternoon move on HX, afternoon move on DWAC, setting up for an afternoon move on DWAC. And I know all the bros want to pile into everything in the morning, but I'm telling you, I was going to do a bunch of time on the whiteboard. I mean, again, it's like when you have these recipes, and it's been a few weeks, okay? It's been a while since we had an HX, been a while since we had a DWAC. But if you can learn to recognize when people are stuck on the wrong side, on the short side of a day one SPAC, okay? Social media related, insane float rotation, insane volume, okay? You know, and here's the thing. What's great about these plays, man, you don't have to be first. You don't have to be first. I mean, at noon yesterday, I did a video, and I'm like, 300 million shares. I'm like, we're just getting started. I was not at the market open yesterday. I'm not saying I saw DWAC coming. I mean, the volume was whatever. It was gapping, but it wasn't, the volume like we had at noon wasn't there. The gap that we had at noon wasn't there. So that's what's great. And again, I know everybody wants to pile in at the market open. And then what do? Oh, day trading doesn't work. Day trading's a scam. It's the market maker's fault. It's Bigfoot's fault. It's not my fault that I pile into something at the market open. If you can be patient, man. I mean, at the end of the day, the market rewards patience. The market rewards discipline. And the market punishes lack of patience and punishes lack of discipline. Okay? The market hates losers. Like, they're losers, but the market hates lazy people. The market hates people that want to make the quick buck. And it punishes them. It hates them. And if you're lazy, and if you don't want to wait 4 hours for something like HX, something like DWAC, something like on down the line, all the recent afternoon, again, it was quiet for a week and a half. The market hates you. And it will punish you accordingly. So, meanwhile, back to my boy. Actually, oddly enough, I have the Jocko Willink shirt on. Discipline equals freedom. And that's quite possibly the most misunderstood quote in the history of the world. People think if I'm disciplined, well, I don't get to do any fun stuff. I don't get to have an ice cream cone. If I'm disciplined, I don't get an ice cream cone. No, the point is, the more disciplined you are, you crush it on DWAC, you crush it on HX, you crush it on PHUN, then you get to do what you want, you know? But if you're lazy and get rich quick mindset, if you lack that discipline, then you never get the rewards. Which if your idea of a reward is an ice cream cone, okay, I'm hoping none of you are 8 years old, okay? If you're 8 years old, an ice cream cone's a reward. If you're post 15, you need to grow up. What do you think about JRJC? So anyway, let's talk about DWAC. Dip and rip. afternoon VWAP hold. Okay. So right now, let me get to the notes. Okay. Right now, as of right now, HOD is 90. Rule of 10. Dip and rip into the 945 window. And I know what you're going to say. Tim, it's the same crap. You say the same crap every day. I don't care. I don't care if I say the same crap every day. If you don't like it, beat it. Click the little X. Okay? I don't care. But this is a rule of 10, 945 dip and rip. And then if it pulls at the open and fails to break the high of the day, or if it explodes too early, so if it goes too early, then we just look for an afternoon VWAP hold. Don't overcomplicate this stuff, man. Anyway, Tony asking about JR. And that being said, DWAC, my number one. JRJC. The only thing I will say, JRJC was nice yesterday, but I kind of, and this is a stretch, but I kind of think of this as an HX sympathy play. You know, HX is gapping up, but Tony, that's my only thing is I don't know how much juice JRJC has because, you know, HX is pulled all the way back, and I just think of JRJC as a sympathy to HX. So it is a red to green, especially if HX goes. So JRJC, in my opinion, needs HX to go. Which HX, bounce day on HX. Joe Coffey says, PHUN, the market is back. Yeah, again, I know it was so hard. You know, we went like 7 days with no amazing plays. 7 whole days. Anyway, dip and rip over 7, afternoon VWAP hold, PHUN. Ultimately, other than the rule of 10, PHUN, same plan as DWAC. CEI. Yeah. So, Kevin, no offense, but I'm guessing you haven't been here. And again, you know, it's playing out exactly. You know, remember, it's over. Okay. And I'll draw it one more time. And then after today, I'll probably give up. I'll probably just won't answer CEI anymore. But remember what we got. Okay. Okay. This is it. Okay. And it's been playing out. Okay. I drew this a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and we talked about every pop is going to get sold into. Okay. So here's my advice. I'm assuming the only reason anybody's asking about CEI is their bag holding. And hey, I'm not here to yell at you. Well, not today. Today I'm not here to yell at you. A lot of days I am. My advice is, if you're still holding CEI, no time like the present to move on. All right, no time like the present to start making good choices. And a good choice, in my opinion, would be to move on from CEI. And again, if you were here 2 weeks ago, you know, we've discussed this. You know, all pops getting sold into, you know, a lot. So I'm here for you every day. Take advantage of it. Would love your opinion on SALM. Low floater. Is this a DWAC sympathy play? What is this? Salem Media. Changing lives, impacting culture. Whoa. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, okay. So it's a DWAC sympathy play. So it's a conservative media, social media-ish site. So I don't know. Now, listen, everyone's going to be looking for the next DWAC, but I'm going to say this. Needs volume, only 800,000. Revisit midday, okay? And again, I want to make this point. Everyone is going to be looking for the next DWAC. So I'm not saying this is a bad idea. It's just 800,000 shares. So revisit midday. And when I say you'll hear me say this. Unusual volume brings unusual price action. Okay? Right now, it's not unusual volume. I don't expect an unusual price action. So there's your post-it note. Where's your post-it notes? This is one of our pre-market prep rules. I don't know if I've said this recently. You ready? Unusual volume brings unusual price action. So I don't expect unusual price action on SALM because it's 800,000 shares. So, but again, I like the idea. I like the thesis. So, what about skills? Again, not the best volume. Yeah, I think there's, I mean, where is this? Is this breaking out? Yeah, I mean, I think you're going to butt into a lot of resistance right here at 1030, 1040. So there you go. If skills can break that 1030, 1040 level, possible. So JZack asks about HM squeeze. I'm guessing you're asking HX. Okay. JZack, I'm guessing that's a typo. And I'm going to talk about HX because a lot of people are looking for the bounce day on HX, which I think is a valid approach. So let's look at some levels on this. 950, 10. So if this can break, well, it's probably got to even be 11. I think you start pushing through 1150. Then you could get a squeeze on HX. I mean, I would look for that bounce day. So pre-market high, 1050. I think it's got to get a little higher. So I would listen. If this is your number one, I'd probably look at that 1150 area for breaks. So I do think it gets a bounce. I just don't know how good of one it'll be. So not really my bread and butter type idea. So. All right, my friends. I hope you have an amazing day. DWAC. I was about to say pulling. So I want this to pull because I want shorts to try again. Held VWAP so far. So anyway, if you got here late, I started with DWAC. I will end with DWAC. 945 dip and rips. Rule of 10. Afternoon VWAP holds, and if it dies, it dies. Not a dip buy. Okay, I'm not. No strength. Okay, in my opinion, the only play on DWAC is squeeze. Okay, this went. Oh, and actually, here's a point. Please, everyone, if I see this litany, word of the day. Reading books for the win. I see a litany of like idiocy, particularly on Twitter. If you're reading anything about block trades or insider trading or any of this absolute BS on DWAC going from 20 to 100, please unfollow that person. Never read what they say again. Okay? Move on. And you don't have to listen to me. All right? Maybe you don't like my style, but please don't read anything that says this thing went from 20 or 30 to 100 for any other reason than idiot short sellers. Okay? It's not the block trades. It's not the insider trading. It's not any of this stuff, okay? It's not the warrants. It's none of that. Now, those reasons might have caused the move from 15 to 20, 15 to 25, but those are not the reasons that this went from 25 to 100, okay? This is nothing but a squeeze. It will end badly, okay? It will end badly, but it doesn't matter if it ends badly if you shorted at 30, blew up your account at 60, and then 2 months from now, this thing's back to 20 where it probably should be. And this probably should be a $20 stock. Doesn't matter if you blow up in between. So there's your second tip of the day. All right, my friends. Please understand, if you learn this stuff, put in the time, put in the work, the due diligence. It is the most glorious time in the history of mankind. And I hope you have a great day. I will.